Perfect. If everyone can see, the slides will be sharing. So welcome again to our 3 days of mindfulness in June. So Mental Health America of Hawaii, which is the organization I work for. My name is Dr. Masisa Goss. I'm joined by Amanda Martinez. We're both the staff for Mental Health America of Hawaii. We are bringing you June as a month of mindfulness. So if you want to get more information about that, please feel free to look on our website or social media accounts for Facebook and for Instagram. This is just a little bit of some of the stuff that you're going to be seeing there, some helpful self-care hints, helpful mindfulness hints, and of course our webinar series. So today we are joined by Peggy. Thank you so much, Peggy, for taking the time and sharing your wonderful experience in helping us today. I know that one of the big focuses that we're going to be doing is working on the mantra, choose love. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. I can't wait to relax a little bit and join in the experience. But before we get started, I just want to talk a little bit about this disclaimer and just to let you know that the mindfulness experience is not a therapeutic experience. I mean, it can help you relax, feel calmer, but it's not meant to be therapy or be a substitute for therapy if that's something that you're looking for. It is just meant to be an experiential series that gives you information and encourages you to learn more about relaxation and learn more about mindfulness. So if you're wanting to get some more information, you can always email us at info@mentalhealthhawaii.org. We are working in office, so we have the Oahu numbers listed there, the 5211846, and the Maui County office number, which is the 2426461. Or you can go to our website, which is mentalhealthhawaii.org. We have some really cool things there that you can download and some other graphics and resources available. If you're looking at some of our social media accounts, of course, we're active with Facebook. That's for the older generation like myself. So that's Mental Health America of Hawaii. We have 3 awesome groups that are listed on there. So you'll find Busy Bees, Keiki Activities Group, our MHAH Book Club, where you will find some mindfulness recommendations, and then our Instagram, which is of course Living in the Owl, which is based around self-care. These are some of the awesome book recommendations that Peggy gave us, and after this training, you will receive these slides, so don't worry about getting those, and I will also be dropping them into the chat as soon as we get started. If at any time you start to feel unsafe or need additional support around some things, know that we have these numbers available for you at any time. This is the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline and also our Crisis Line of Hawaii. Again, if you need them at any time, just message all panelists and we'll see it and we'll be able to give you that information. So before we get started, we'll do a little Zoom 101. Amanda Martinez will be leading us through that because I need some too.
Super quick and easy. So today's format for our Zoom session is in a webinar format. So everyone's cameras as well as microphones, with the exception of what you see on the screen, are automatically turned off. So don't worry about accidentally turning anything on. It shouldn't happen. We will encourage some participation, so if you want to interact with each other or us as panelists, I encourage you to use the chat box feature. So if you send a message to all panelists, then only Dr. Goss and Peggy and myself will receive and see that message. Or if you pick the to all panelists and attendees option, then everyone who's on this webinar with us today will be able to look at that message. So totally up to you. I definitely don't want to force any participation out of you, but it is always a little more fun when people do participate. If you have any questions about the material that we're going through today or just in general, there is also a Q&A feature on your screen. So drop any questions that you might have on there. It's a little easier for us to track those questions if you use that feature. But we will also be monitoring the chat with that. And I think that's really all the Zoom stuff. Pretty easy, like I said.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Amanda. So without any further ado, I want to welcome Peggy for sharing with us today. Thank you so much, Peggy.
Yeah, sorry, I put myself off so I wouldn't interrupt anybody. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here with everyone and to hopefully give folks a midday reset. So we're going to be working into a mindfulness meditation, and I am going to take this face off the screen, and I'm going to be putting up a picture of myself and my middle daughter at the beach, which is a place I love to sit and relax and be mindful. So without further ado, let's begin. So as we get started, one of the first things I was wondering about, and I believe we have a poll, if anybody has done any meditation, if you want to just click in there, and remember, it's anonymous, and if you do or don't meditate, that is completely okay. We're happy that you're here with us today. And as you answer this question, I also want you to think about what meditation means. You know, you might have a picture of sitting in a candlelit room, but if you've ever gone for a run or a walk or have been sitting on the beach, just listening to the waves and sort of just emptying your mind of all the chatter, we could consider that a meditation. Walking is a moving meditation. Yoga could be a moving meditation. So don't disregard those moments. Meditation in general is a time for our brains to restore, which in turn restores our body. I know that for me, after I meditate, I have a feeling of balance and clarity, and that is why I do it. Awesome. So I love where the answers are at all the time. I want to, and what is meditation? So for everybody, I'm so happy you're here. That makes me so excited. I want to too, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit. You know, I guess I do meditate often. I don't always meditate in a still way. I do a lot of yoga, but yeah, it's still something that, you know, I'm trying to do better. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a definition. Meditation is a time we make to explore our inner world. From the time when we're young children, most of us have been encouraged to learn about the ways of behavior in the world around us, which is very important. We deal with people every day, and we need to have societal norms. But something that we need to do is learn how to sit with our inner world. And that is something that we're never taught. So it's not easy because we're sort of out there looking around, how do we do this? Every emotion and feeling in the outer world is momentary, yet through our meditation, we can find lasting peace within. And then I found a great quote from the website Yoga International. Meditation is a practical means for calming yourself, for letting go of your biases and seeing what is openly and clearly. It is a way of training the mind so that you are not distracted and caught up in its endless churning. Meditation teaches you to systematically explore your inner dimensions. It is a system of commitment, not commandment. You are committing to yourself, to your path, and to the goal of knowing yourself. But at the same time, learning to be calm and still should not become a ceremony or religious ritual. It is a universal requirement of the human body. So that, I thought that was an amazing quote about what meditation is, that it's a requirement for our human body to be still and restore. And that gives us permission to be still, because I know a lot of us are so busy doing things, we don't know how to give ourselves that time. And as I was saying earlier, none of the journey is intuitive, simple, or easy. Like any action we hope to do well, meditation takes practice. And I know many of you are familiar, at least with the term, the practice of meditation. And the more we practice, the easier that becomes. So, you know, again, give yourself forgiveness. This is not about systematic and you have to do this and there's, you know, if you don't feel like you did it right, you're not going to try again. No, this is all about forgiving yourself and practicing. Okay, so we're going to simply practice today. We're going to falter, be sidetracked, but like anything else, when we fall, we get back up. Practice takes commitment, and the more committed one becomes to the practice, the easier the act becomes. And why is this important? Well, Now more than ever, our world is filled with turmoil, media messages, social media static, marches, politics, and all of those things are truly, truly important. There are passionate people on so many different areas, but in order for us to go and support the things we truly love and want to be there for, we need to get there being balanced and centered. And meditation is a way that we can restore ourselves, because all of these things take energy. And if we want to be energetic and come to the table with ourselves ready to go, we need to take the time to find some balance. So again, you don't have to be 24/7 go, go, go. Give yourself the forgiveness of stepping back and rebalancing. It's really very important for your soul. All right. For today, as was earlier stated, we're going to be focusing on the mantra of choose love. And I'm going to sort of walk you through that a little bit. Choose love is probably one of my favorite mantras. I really connect back to it again all the time. So what I want to invite you to do right now is to go ahead and close your eyes and start breathing. And I want you to focus in on that breathing. So some of you might find it comfortable to breathe with your mouth closed or open. It doesn't matter, but we're going to breathe in through our nose, and we are going to fill up our bellies, our chest. Keep breathing in all the way, and then we're going to breathe out the same way. So out through our chest, empty your belly, and then again. Okay, so as you breathe, something I find helpful for myself is to breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 4, 3, 2, 1. And so that timing, breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 4, 3, 2, 1. As you continue to breathe, please only take what you need from my words. I'm not suggesting the path. I'm giving you options for your path. We are in control of our actions and our reactions. That means we have the power to let our old ways go and choose new ways. Knowing we are in control of our behavior through our choices brings us great power to our lives. We can choose kindness, commitment, decisiveness, forgiveness. We can choose love in our actions. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Think about your breath, the sound, the texture, and get lost in it. Breathe in through your nose. Fill up your belly, your chest. Come to understand the texture of your breathing. Breathe out through your belly, your chest, your nose. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 4, 3, 2, 1. As you continue to breathe, consider this life-giving act. Without your direction, your body chooses life. It chooses love. You don't even think about it. How beautiful. Your body loves itself so deeply. In times of chaos, sadness, joy, your body is choosing love. Breathe in, choose. Breathe out, love. For 1 minute, focus on nothing but your breathing in and out. In, pull in the power and energy around you. Choose, sip that in. Breathe out, send your power into the world. Love. Choose, breathe in, take in all the energy around you. Hold it. Breathe it out as love. Choose in and exhale love. Be present with this choice of love, with the power of choosing love. Let's all inhale. Exhale. The only important thing in this moment is the here and now. Nourish yourself by being present. It is our choice to invite in emotions. It is our choice to send out negative or positive energy. It is difficult to remember that power because we have clouded minds filled with disorganized thoughts from so many messages around us. When the world is falling apart, choose love. When there is sadness, breathe it in, choose, and send it out. Love. Love is the bridge between you and all others. Extend your bridge. Breathe in the energy. Choose. Breathe out your power. Love. Some may know the word as agape. Some may know the word as aloha. Our lifeline to one another. Breathe in. Choose. Breathe out. Love. When you breathe in, it's like the ocean receding from the shoreline, gathering its energy. And then you breathe out that power, that energy, like a wave, sending itself towards the shore as love. Connection. All we have is each other, our bridge of love. Choose that love. Choose to love yourself. Choose to extend that love to all you meet. When we choose love, we are affirming joy, kindness, and humanity. When we say aloha, we are acknowledging a person with the simple, clear, precise message of love. We're building our bridge. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. As a collective, feel the energy, even in this Zoom chat room. Breathe it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Send your mantra out into the world. Think about love and what do you see? How does it manifest before you? Is it love that you see in nature? Is it the love you see in an animal? Is it the love you find with your family? Does it bring joy to your life? Does it bring peacefulness? What does that look like? Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Friends, I want you to take a few more minutes in complete silence, listening to the sound of your own breathing, feeling that texture in your throat, filling up your belly, and letting it go. If you are uncomfortable in the way you're sitting, please rearrange yourself right now in order to focus on your breath and this mantra for the next few minutes. It's okay to move around if you're really uncomfortable. Once you find your place of stillness, shut your eyes and breathe in. Out. In. Out. Continue breathing. Friends, if you're ready to begin opening your eyes, you can do so. If you just want to sit here and continue to breathe, I invite you to do that as well. I am so grateful that you joined today for a few moments of meditation, of clearing your mind, and engaging in the spirit of aloha that we find when we gather. I hope as you draw your meditation practice to an end this afternoon, that in the middle of a busy, crazy Tuesday, you are finding a greater sense of clarity and balance in your day. I hope that from today, you are able to give yourself a goal of 5 to 10 minutes daily to try and clear your mind, even when you think you don't have time, and focus on your breathing and perhaps focus on a thought. I, again, find myself going back to choose love, since for me it means so many things, and I continue to meditate on that. But you can also meditate on joy, on sorrow, on letting go. Whatever comes to you that day that you feel you need to explore within. Trying to get our restless mind to be still is not easy. Sometimes I like to, in my mind, imagine I'm tying it down to a rock or a weight in order for my mind to start to settle into my body, where I can sink deep into myself, finding restoration, peace, and balance. So that way, when I come out of my meditation, I'm ready to do all of the work, all of the showing up, all of the supporting, all of the advocacy that so many of us are doing in our everyday lives. And the biggest hope or gift I would like to see to you is for you to be able to bring your full self to your life daily after finding clarity. So with that, I'm going to close. I'd love to hear from you. You know, what's the hardest part do you find about meditating, or even sitting still? What is the easiest part of this work? And yeah, any other thoughts you have? I believe Ms. Tisa is actually writing the questions up there, so if you want to respond, that's wonderful. If you don't want to say anything either, that's wonderful too. One thing I like to share with with all of you, I'm going to go ahead and put my email out there if you have any questions or want to talk about meditation anytime. By all means, please just get in touch with me through email. I haven't been meditating long, I'd say only about 2 years, and I find that it's quite helpful. I have 3 children, I have a full-time job, I have a crazy house, I'm married. Those are not my dogs barking in the background, but I do find that this helps ground me. Yay, Brian says he feels aligned. That's wonderful. It's funny, it's not sleeping, it's just, it's not even zoning out, but it does give your mind that break it needs, especially midday, maybe after lunch when you're feeling a lull. And with that, I'm going to turn it back over to who is going to talk. Ms. Tisa, are you going to close us up?
I will. Thank you so much again, Peggy, for walking us through this beautiful mantra of choose love. I think it is just so wonderful for us to have practiced it today, to just take that beginning of the week to recenter and rebalance. I know with everything that's going on, like you mentioned, that it's really crucial for us to find that stillness in the week to kind of rejuvenate or rest, but also to kind of take a break away from everything that we're seeing and being inundated with. So I really appreciate being able to join you, do that deep breathing, and focus on that mantra, which I think is just beautiful because it speaks to connection and what the community really needs right now. So very grateful for being able to share that experience with you. Thank you to everyone who joined us today. If you have any questions or want to get any follow-up, you feel free to email Peggy or email us at info@mentalhealthhawaii.org. We get a lot of people who are saying, thank you, Peggy. This is awesome. Much, much needed. So I'm glad everyone could join us today. We will have Mindfulness Day 3 tomorrow if you're looking for some chair yoga. But have a great week. Have a restful time and try and carry some of this energy into tomorrow.